Hi, I'm Mark Moskowitz.
And I'm Alyssa Moskowitz, and we're the father-daughter duo of real estate. We are here answering your first-time homebuyer questions, and a question we get asked quite often is, how do I improve my credit? Obviously, this is going to majorly impact what you can afford. So when you're starting to sit down with a lender, what are some helpful tips that they can follow to improve their credit and just be aware of what affects their credit in general?
Perfect. Obviously, having more than one credit card, more than one source of credit is always important, and how long you've had that credit. Now, once you do have credit, one thing people don't always understand is when we look at debt such as credit cards, they only want you to use 50% of your credit limit. So if you have a credit card that has a $20,000 limit, don't let it get above $10,000. As you get above that, your credit score is being impacted because they think you're a higher risk. So I've had clients that have lowered their limits just to protect themselves, and that's actually a bad thing. If you have a credit limit of $30,000, more than you're ever going to need, but you always keep your credit card balance under $15,000, you're going to have the highest level of credit. So that's really important. The next thing that really dings your credit are late payments. Do not make late payments. On a credit card, always make a small payment, then skip a payment. You have a late payment on it, it can knock your credit score down over 100 points. So make sure, especially for the last 12 months, that you pay all of your credit cards on time. The next thing that also is really important is if there's anything that you're not paying on. That also really hurts your credit when you're in a dispute or you decide you're not going to pay that, or if one thing we do see is all of a sudden a doctor bill that you're not paying or you're fighting, and then they put that on your credit report. That really does ding you, and that is going to have to be paid off before you guys are going to be able to get the credit to buy a house. So managing your credit, looking at your credit score to make sure there's anything that needs to be cleaned up and taking care of that is really important.
And I think that these are just the beginning stages of this conversation. Obviously, this is a very personalized conversation, but at the end of the day, if you're not necessarily ready to buy a house right now, these are small things that you can do as you're getting ready, whether it's 6 months, 12 months ahead, and just starting to become much more present and aware of your money and where it's standing, so that when you are ready to purchase, you're in a much better standing, and now you don't have to have these limitations and you can have a higher purchasing power.
And this goes to the video that we'll be sending you on why you should talk to a lender. And it talks about, even if you're not ready, having a lender go through this with you and give you some pointers on how to raise your score and lower your debt so you have more buying power is very important.
So for more personalized answers to these questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us via text, email, or give us a call, but we will see you next time on the next video.
We look forward to seeing you.
Bye.
Bye.